In the beginning, there was chaos. Lots and lots and lots of chaos. This is going to be a crazy game. This is a 75-player game. I have no idea how long it will last. It's probably going to last a year, if I had to guess. And it's probably going to be horrible. It may not last a year for me if I get knocked out. This is the first turn. Here are all the people playing. It's not even all. There's more than that. Like if you go to the... Here's the screen to pick your nation. So, yeah, we're playing middle or late age home, and we got an island start. I hate island starts. Very, very not excited about this. There's going to be a few complexities with this. One is I have to figure out how I'm going to expand, and expanding up here would mean like I have to get all these little islands. Oh, this is strange. What does this mean? It's like there's a thing here, but there's no flag. Is that a thing? I have to try fields. Did it put the flag somewhere else? I have no idea. But one of the weird things about this start is going to be... Well, let's go... I'm getting into details. So let's go through what mods we have on and stuff. So it's Dominions Enhanced, so it's going to be my first Dominions Enhanced game. I mean, the Pangea one kind of was, but I didn't really do any Dominions Enhanced stuff. In fact, my nation was nerfed in that, which sucks. This one... Okay, so we've got my thematic gem gen. We have one age on. This is because that's the only way to have this many players. We have Rebirth on, and we have Bozmos, which gives you kind of cool pretenders. And I've got my pretender, Mr. Wiggles, the Soulless Dragon. And let's see what my titles are. Maybe they are terribly fitting. Here we go. Mr. Wiggles, Lord of Untimely Death. Oh, fuck. That's ominous. Master of the Dead City. Master of the City of the Dead. Okay. Untimely Death could be. This is such a bad start. What it means is, like, I guess I really only have one, which this connection doesn't even make any goddamn sense. And, oh, wait, is this... No. How is this connection right? This connection got... We went through and tried to fix all the things in the map. There are obviously some things that made it by. But, so I've got 2 underwater connections, which would be nice to control. Yeah, clearly I should be connected to here, not to here. But anyway, this is the map we're given. There's a lot of problems with this. One is... one of the problems is that basically I've got... I don't have really tricky expansion, like which island do I go to and how does all this work? It's going to be a clusterfuck. The nice thing about this is there's potentially a lot of underwater starts. We don't have quite a perfect matchup of all the underwater players, etc. to number of underwater starts. But I think there's like 4 underwater nations on this map, on the Archaea. And that means they're probably not going to want to fuck with me. But once there's supremacy and there's only one, I'm going to be in trouble if I'm not really big. It also means, and I think it was going to mean this on a lot of... I mean, certain maps would be a lot better. Like, where you're not... Literally, everything can be raided by the water. Like, almost everything I get. Like, imagine I get all of Europe over here. Right? I don't know if you can tell this is like a little mini globe. Imagine I get all of Europe. Everything can be raided by the water. Right? Everything. I don't think there's... Like, how many provinces here are there without underwater connections? Like, 90% of them have underwater connections. It's literally the worst. Literally the worst. Once we have Centaur, that can go underwater. So that will be a big help. But it's going to be nasty. It's going to be really nasty. So, yeah. It's going to be pretty bad. One of the issues is going to be like expansion paths, like where do I go to? Like if I go up here, this can, I guess, get me to several places. I do probably want to control this. But yeah, this will take me to almost all the stars. So I could use this, depending on how this goes, and just try to get off this effing planet. Probably not super wise. But it does make sense to me, maybe, to try to get some of these smaller worlds. Like, to get some of these, rather than focus on this underwater raiding hell. But I think the biggest thing I'm going to have to figure out is how am I going to have I can horror spam underwater and that will be okay, but it's not going to be great. I think that the best underwater unit that I know of, and I'll have to look through all the new DE amphibious units and stuff, but I think one of the best ones is Storm Demons. So I'll have to look at those. You know, there's something I can get to with great struggle. You know, I can... I forget if this guy's not amphibious by nature, though. Yeah. I mean, we can put like air pills on him or something, maybe. And he can go underwater. But it's... I think, I mean, the early getting underwater, I do want to get my cap circle if I can, right? But after that, I think I'm going to kind of be chill. But what I do have to figure out is in the mid game, how am I going to control underwater? And maybe I don't have much, but I would like to have enough and then be able to mess with people that try to take it from me, that I don't feel like I'm always in jeopardy of getting attacked. So we'll have to see. Anyway, this is going to be a really rough start. That said, we're playing Late Age Olm, and I love Late Age Olm. Late Age Olm is awesome. What we're going to recruit to start with is going to be the Ghoul Guardian. We're going to profit him, and then we're going to get a Fortune Teller. I forget how many... Let's look at some of the game settings. Magic Site Frequency 55. Okay. 60 is EA, so this is actually between EA and MA. This is going to be a lot of jumps. I also want to look around. We'll come out here and look at the map, and like in the map editor. Oh, we're also recruiting rangers, but we're going to expand where our Dominion goes with our dragon. The other problem about underwater is it's also a place where I can leak candles, right? So it's going to mess up my Dominion pressure, which is really important for early expansion for my god. There's just so many bad things about it. This probably... I think there's a start down here, which may be worse. This is probably the worst start for a land nation in the game, in my opinion. There's one for Italy, which may be worse. But I think this one is the worst in the game. I think it's the worst. Interestingly, somebody started over here in Ulm area, like German area. You know what's weird? Not all the flags are showing. I don't even know how to... Oh, it's because I don't have my... It's not adjacent. That's why it's not showing. Okay. And it's the Swahili nation. Swazi... I forget what it's called. But it's... They're right here. Now, I've looked up the nation. We'll look it up together. They sent me a thing because they were like, hey, I guess Ulm isn't going to be occupied by Ulm or whatever. You know, like, when I was streaming, I was talking about maybe we should make it a thing to go conquer Ulm. Well, now we spawned in the location where this is like our most obvious war target. So it's looking like that's going to happen. Row my canoe gently over your dreams. So this is Swayaki. It revolves around following the Kepu, the rules that govern society and mana. All supernatural and mortal power flows from the Kepu. The true god... Okay, anyway, we're not going to read all that. They get a bonus to air and nature. They have recruit anywhere sacred. So this is... Well, let's look at this. Okay, can only be recruited... Or can be recruited in all non-fort provinces. A demon... Chaos recruitment. Okay, well, that will help some, but it's pretty expensive. It goes berserk. but to most of my stuff, it'll die in one hit. And generally, their stuff has low protection. Like this dude, this is their cap-only sacred. And he's kind of cool. He gets the Luau, or the Lua, which is 1 armor-piercing fatigue damage. I don't even know how this works. I'll have to read and see if it's good. He's got this, which is a pretty high damage magic short sword. Sometimes piercing, sometimes slashing, and it has awe. So kind of interesting. You know, if I'm fighting these guys, I really need to think about using a good commander. Because that commander will get... Like, who's my best commander? I think it's, what, 80? 40? Yeah, I guess it's just 80. So, you know, maybe I think about getting some... Like, Summon of Couraging people will probably be important. Because that does make a big difference for getting through awe. And they've got... Anyway, they're river crossing... and they're sacred. And these guys are probably going to take some kind of interesting bliss. I think the air bonus you get would kind of incentivize taking air shield, which is something these guys are like pitifully weak against. So it'll be interesting if they have air shield. If they don't have air shield, then I just build Zweihanders, and they should pummel these dudes. Because these guys don't have shields, and they don't have armor. These dudes, they have a war paddle. They're poor amphibians, so they can go underwater, and they're stealthy, which is kind of interesting. They're expensive, though. They don't have terribly great stats. I don't really like these very much at all. They have animal awe, so they'll be good against wolves. You know, wolves don't have great armor, but yeah. They've got these dudes. Okay, only be recruited. These guys, the child of Manute, can only be recruited in the capital. These dudes... Oh, wait. Are these the ones that turn into a... Oh, yeah. No, never mind. When these guys go underwater, they turn into nasty sharks. I was like, they're not that good. No, they're actually pretty good. They turn into size 6 sharks. These guys... But that's underwater. These guys are recruit anywhere, I believe. Yeah, so these are recruit anywhere sacreds, and they get an obsidian sling, so a reasonably high damage sling. And this should... Oh, strength of wielder not added. Okay, so it does not benefit from strength at all, which you would think is odd, because strength you probably do benefit from with the sling, I imagine. Shark tooth sword. So they hit pretty hard. But they're just going to get... If he does not have an arrow shield, an Aerophant bless, I think there's nothing he can do. I think he's just completely checkmate at the start. Because I can make rangers in just enormous quantity. Like, once I have 200 or 300 rangers, I just don't know what he does. Then he's got this guy who is a sacred with a shark tooth club. This guy has some armor. He has a hat. And leather armor. So the hat's going to kind of help a little bit with some of the archer fire, but still, I mean, pretty killy, like, kind of, I mean, these are cool, and you can do a lot with Recruit Anywhere Sacred. So far we have a cap-only Sacred, 2 Recruit Anywhere Sacreds. We've got these guys who have a shield, which, if they're going to be fighting archers, probably is so far the only guy with a shield we've come across. Does not have body armor, though. And the hide shield, not a great shield, so still a fair amount of arrows are going to get through that. And then they've got these. This actually would probably be their best way to deal with rangers, which is crossbows generally don't love archer showdowns. So these guys would actually be pretty okay there. And then here we've got some militia. So anyway, this is probably who my first war is going to be, which is kind of interesting. We're saying that at the very beginning of the game. The mages, that's probably not going to be super duper important for the first war, but we'll find out. I mean, they've got some kind of interesting stuff, you know? I mean, like, this is a good mage, for sure. So we'll see. What changes for all? Well, I may do a pretender over a pretender design video, which will hit on some of the Ulm things. So we'll find out, but... you know, what the D-Ulm stuff is, but I think so. Let's figure out the fastest way to get here. to here. River crossing, that's going to be good for him and bad for me. So I would have to go here. Unless, are there no other ways? Because, like, I can get up here, but then this is like, it does not connect over here. Oh, it connects through this throne, but that's going to probably stay locked off for a while. So, like, I come here, and, like, look, it's all these fucking rivers. I can go here. Oh, wait, this river doesn't matter, because I can get from here to here. It's not like this one gets... This actually, it seems far away from this river perspective, but here I can get to there from here. Here to here to here, and this is all, oh wait, there's 2 provinces here. Oh, there's 3 provinces here. And we're gonna pull up the map. I want to see where all the underwater starts are near me. Okay, so anyway, how fast can we get there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 away. That's pretty far. That's pretty far. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go take a look at this map. There's really nothing to do. I kind of wanted to build a preacher this turn. Having an awake god will help with Dom push, but I don't want to get like a bad event and die. Right now I only have 2 candles, so if I got 2 bad events, I could just lose the game. So we're going to go take a look at this map. And I think it's this one. Okay, so here's my start. Let's see where the decent provinces are. Okay, large freshwater. This one should be worth a lot of money. Oh, and it's a farm. So this one, if I can expand here, will be awesome. This is potentially going to be like a 20,000 population province. Small and a cave. Not great. This one's large, which is kind of strange because it's a small island. This will probably be like 12,000. It's going to be a good province. This one is a wasteland, so not worth very much. This one also a wasteland and cold and probably not worth very much. This one, forest and cold and no start. This one, mountain and no start. None of these are very important right now. This one, no start, mini sites. Probably like a 6,000 or 7,000 population province. This one does not have any markers, so this is probably just, 6,000. I think that's like a normal population size for middle age. This one, okay, Highland. I forget the difference. I always forget the difference between Highland and Mountain. Okay, this one, freshwater, no start. This one, forest. It's going to be like 9,000 or 10,000. So the good news is there's not a lot of small or cave or highland stuff. I mean, there's wastes, but there's going to be a lot of decent blood hunting things. The bad news is so far we only have 1 good province near us. Like one very good one. This one, a forest and no start. This one, no start, mini sites. Okay. Oh, it's got the little Stonehenge thing, so that's how we'll know that's a good one. This province... Okay, this province is a forest. This province, Highland Gorge, freshwater, forest. What? There's a little Vale icon here. So this will be... Okay, let's look. Freshwater, and this is going to be probably 8,000 or something, 6,000. This is going to be... Yeah, these are all going to be kind of normal sized. Nothing here is terribly interesting. Okay. So there's nothing even I really have to get to. Let's see. I don't know if somebody started here. If they did, let's figure out how far it is to get to them. We have one. Well, let's see what the fastest ways are. Okay. I wonder if this was supposed to connect to this one instead. This seems like a misclick. Okay, fastest way to get there. It's going to be one of these two. So it's going to be here to here. And these two provinces. We're going to have to fight this guy first. So I need to figure out who's here. I think we're going to go... I like... Your scout's a leader, so it's kind of nice keeping him there because he can reinforce your army the next turn. But I think we're going to send my scout down here and see who this player is. And if there's somebody that spawned here. The underwater starts... Thank God there's none near me. Holy shit, that's nice. God, where the underwater starts. Here's one. Here's one. Oh, thank God. That is the one saving grace. Is there not underwater starts right near me? I mean, this one's pretty close. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, they're going to be over here in a hurry. They're actually really close to my cap. They can go 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, if this were Yes or something, they'd be able to get here super fucking fast. And then come mess with me. It'll be interesting to see. I need to find out who's over here. So anyway, that's basically that. We have rambled on for a good long time. And wish me luck, because I'm going to friggin' need it. So I will see you guys next time.